Feeling fade to black. Got it. How much grandma are we gonna get?
I have so many little memories making up our lives together. It's odd what sticks with you, though.
That is also true. Oh, let's look at some books. Roald Dahl, good stuff. The Secret Seven. Ox. Oh, it's addictive. Got three. Oh, Secret Seven went through. Sinister Signpost. Florian Mathematics. House. Charlotte's Web. Arthur C. Clarke's Mysterious World. Good stuff. Good stuff. Dinosaurs. Always good. Dinosaurs. Can't remember. Really. Usborne Guide to Computers. Oh wow, that's retro.
I took him to bed to read him a story.
Turned out I read him the Usborne Guide to Computers. For a lot of zeros. Fair amount of ones. I like the retro rocket wallpaper. This. I've seen that somewhere. That's the painting he had at home. So he kept that.
Sharon kept on buying him books of ghost stories. He always wanted me to read him those, but he never slept properly after, I think.
Is that a boat? A boat.
I had to check the room for ghosts before he would sleep.
Bust any that came through. I'll turn off those lights. A little early to be going to bed, judging by all the light outside.
I made sure he could see me looking carefully.
We ain't found shit. No effing ghosts. No. Ooh, I didn't see the fat book. Can't move. Can't look at the fat book. Fat book. Can we look at the fat book now? No inscription. Okay.
I remember promising him, while I looked, that I would always protect him. I would always be there for him. I'm sure he thought I just meant about ghosts, but I meant it for everything. I always remember that feeling. I wonder if I knew his life wouldn't be easy.
Oh. What other issues? Oh. We'll probably get there because they said 4 people. We'll probably get to Harry. I think that was his name.
I've been reading him Grimm's fairy tales.
Good stuff.
I didn't like all the updated nonsense they'd been putting into stories back then.
Damn right.
There was a short, very strange story that night called The Ungrateful Son.
Oh, really? Here,
I think
read.
it went something like this.
Nice.
Once upon a time, a man and his wife were eating a roast chicken for dinner.
I was gonna say this was gonna have to. Oh, that's so cool that they did 2D, but you still have the interactions.
When the man saw his father,
I
who
love
was
this.
very old,
This is so good.
looking at the
Ah,
roast
reflections. Ah, I'm sorry, I'm a sucker.
the man didn't want to share, and so he hid the chicken out of sight.
Jammed it down his pants.
His father came, bid them a good day, and went on his way.
Kind of a dick move, though.
The man was very happy, and so told his wife to put the chicken on the table again.
Closer to your feet, you jerk.
But the chicken had transformed into a giant toad, which leapt onto the face of the man.
Okay.
The
This is
toad
getting
rolled off his
awkward.
face and hissed at the wife when she came near, so she didn't dare approach.
I don't even want to imagine a toad hissing. A toad
The
hissing?
man had to feed the toad every day from then on, or it would bite his face, and he never rested for the remainder of his life.
Note to self, share your chicken.
Like I say, it was a very strange story.
God damn. God damn. I like amphibians, but I don't like them on my face.
Will was asleep before I finished it, which was probably a good thing.
Checking the room for toads. And faces. And chickens. Never eat chicken again. Oh, lights out. Guess that's the one on the switch.
It left me in an odd mood. I wondered how long I would be able to keep him safe.
Wait, I can't turn this one out? Don't let me.
I didn't know where life was
That
going
was a
to
bit of
take
an
him.
oversight.
I was his grandmother, and I hoped I would help him be a good man.
Fair enough. He was probably confused about the whole boyfriend thing,
sleeping
too.
there now,
Because
like
old
it was
people.
only yesterday.
It'd be kind of interesting if they bring that up. Sprinkle break! Whose
I
place
never
are we
thought
at?
it would
Oh,
be easy, but I had raised James.
our
So
place, I
I
guess?
thought I would be ready for anything from my grandson Will.
They're probably
The world
bringing it up.
changes so quickly.
What's going on? Oh, is it all three of them?
I remember the family visiting me when Will was a teenager.
Oh no, it's his parents. Okay.
Do you know Al Martino's Here in My Heart?
Nope.
He had such a lovely voice. It was playing when Robert first kissed me.
Aw.
Robert would hum it to me sometimes. After James had grown up, I went to New Zealand to visit distant family over there.
Oh, so it's a
was
Maori
very
mask.
long
I thought it was one of
trip in
the
those days,
comedy
but it's
tragedy
important
masks
to
at
keep
first.
in touch. We're all so spread apart in our lives now, don't you think?
Yep. This is the way of the world.
I like to go to the seaside at Brighton.
Who
They
doesn't?
sell these glass animals there, handmade. I started collecting them years ago.
Good
And I
band.
still get a new
Glass
one
Animals.
every time I visit.
I would recommend giving them a listen.
My husband Robert was a writer, like Will.
That's why we
I
had
think
no
they
money.
would have loved talking. Maybe Will's interest would have inspired Robert to push a bit harder in his work.
So, did they get divorced or did he pass away?
Back then, Diana had just done that interview,
Ah.
and so we were all waiting for the divorce. There was no way we thought that they
Oh,
could stay
Princess
together.
Diana. Oh man, this could be right before
Us
her
old
death.
people still think about these things. But no one was saying much, so I started a conversation. I see that Diana is in the news again. It seems like she's never out of it these days. It's about time she stopped keeping everyone waiting.
I think it's sad. She was bullied into all of this from the beginning.
Through that. Oop. You're
The
ruining
rest
my
of the
framing game.
conversation didn't go well.
Here we go.
Will
Perfect.
frustrated me so much. Sharon didn't join in, but it wasn't hard to imagine what an American might think of it all.
Oh, you talking shit? Talking shit? Well, we kicked you out in 1776. Get some.
James took Will's side on it all. He always would be difficult in those kinds of things. I wish I hadn't even tried. They didn't want to hear my views. I said that I was going to make some tea. No one offered to help.
Bugger off right then. Oh, we get to see more of the house. Nice. We go in here? No, not yet anyway. Dramatic tea time. Oh, this is gonna tie back into the tea solves
I
everything.
felt patronised. I don't think they really wanted tea. I didn't really want it either, but I didn't want to stay in there.
Damn.
I suppose all this seems like a strange thing to remember.
Oh, that is so cool that they have people actually
Sad
walking outside. Oh, details!
It's not good to stick out like a sore thumb. You have to fit in.
I don't agree with that.
It's easier to be different now. But all he could see was the need of one person, at the risk to everything else.
It is really cool that they're like working all the different perspectives based on,
There wasn't any choice
time
in
and
my
experience.
day, but it gave me a quiet life. That was good enough. James and Sharon both held their own views. I knew that. But Will...
The reading versus tech, like the music versus the reading, could be a little better
I was
balance.
worried
Not gonna
about
lie,
him getting all these views. It could get him into trouble.
audio-wise.
I was so scared that Will was going to go off half-cocked and make a mess of his life.
Oh, okay, this is where they had the holiday dinner. She was at the head of the table.
I waited, letting the tea brew. And I cried for him. He was young, but he was old enough too. He was going to make mistakes, and I wouldn't be able to stop him.
That's his problem. It's, his life, not
I
yours.
knew something had been broken that day between Will and I.
Over Princess Diana, of all things. Like, seriously? Y'all gotta chill.
I took a deep breath and pulled myself together. It
Did you?
simply doesn't do to let others see you get upset.
Fair enough. Fake it till you make it. To the next scene. And actually outline the fact that whether Will died in that crash at the beginning or not, he could just be in the hospital.
I've lived alone since a little time after Will was born. That was when Robert passed away. I missed him,
Okay,
of
so they never
course.
met.
Yet it
Feel
was
that.
tolerable until then. But
Aw.
then, after we disagreed, I felt so distant from them all. It was terrible.
Fogged windows are a nice touch. I don't know if they
My
noticed that during
generation has
Christmas.
different values. Oh, goodness, I know that. But I very much believe that they are good.
Oh, she's hanging decorations. Please don't let something happen to her.
I wasn't prepared to accept that Will
That's
wasn't
not
going to
something I'm
talk
in
to me
for.
anymore.
Oh, damn.
His views... I felt he was putting his future at risk.
Okay, well, you were kind of being a dick.
All these free ideas about people choosing their own way to live. He would understand later. But how much later? But before he changed, what damage would he do to his options?
I don't get to put the star on? Lame. Lame.
I felt uneasy about that Christmas. We would be together all day. Will went off to university, but I clearly remember the Christmas that he and the family came home.
Just one? That's kind of lame. Christmas cards?
It's important to keep in touch with your friends. We didn't have the internet back then. I wish people still wrote letters.
I wish we didn't have the internet still. I like how they start bringing the music up. Oh, the game is so good. There's not that much to it, but, Just, I would love to see the drawing board for all this. Like, gotta do that cool dissolve. Gotta do it. Ah, my mouse doesn't feel like going any lower. I have to approach it from the other side. It's really weird. Why will my mouse not go any lower? Something else I need to do first? Let me try tabbing out real quick. Tabbing back in. What the heck? That's really weird. I may have to back out to menu and then see if I can't select scene to fix this. Alright, yeah, just a minute, we'll see. Hopefully I don't have to repeat all that. It's really weird that it locked like that. Oh, there's scenes I didn't get because I made different choices. Oh. Oh. That's her. Think this is the one we want? Okay, Christopher Merrihout. Okay. Yeah, that should be it.